Hi guys, so welcome to our tropical forest wing. We are here in front of our cotton top tamarin exhibit and our emperor tamarin exhibit. Our cotton tops are over here on the right and our emperor tamarins are over here on the left. My name's Emma. I am a keeper here at the Staten Island Zoo. And these are two of the species that I take care of on a regular basis. These guys are considered New World primates, which you guys already answered earlier. And that means that these guys are only found in the Americas. These guys specifically are only found in South America. The cotton top tamarins are only found in Colombia. And then the emperor tamarins are found in a small area in the river basin of the Amazon rainforest. So these guys are omnivorous, which means they primarily eat fruit and insects, but they'll also eat pollen, flowers, leaves, tree bark, and stuff like that. Today I actually just gave them some crickets for enrichment. They are in those clear containers. We give them enrichment every single day. We try to change it up. That way they have to forage for their food like they would do in the wild. They were pretty excited about their crickets. So we have 3 cotton top tamarins. We have our mom, Tina, dad, Quinn, and our baby, Paquito. He actually just turned 2 years old like 2 weeks ago. And then on this side, we have Cadeau and Franklin, our emperor tamarin pair. And these guys typically live in family pairs or in family groups. So the males and the females' parents, they will live with their children, and then eventually their children will leave and then make families of their own. So the emperor tamarins have these crazy white mustaches, as you can see. And then our cotton top tamarins have very large white tufts of hair on top of their head. And they typically are arboreal, so they'll live up in the trees. They bounce around up there. As you can see, Cadeau is running around climbing these branches right now. Do you guys have any questions about our cotton top tamarins or our emperor tamarins? Sure, go ahead. They are named after, or they're thought to be named after, I believe, Emperor Wilhelm the Third, maybe? Oh, yes, German Emperor Wilhelm the Second, because he had a very similar mustache. Yeah.
How did the cotton top tamarins get their name?
Because the top of their hair, that looks like cotton. They have that giant tuft on top that looks like cotton. Yeah. So it actually helps them balance. They don't have prehensile tails like our spider monkey does, so they can't really hold anything with their tail. But it does help them balance. You also see that in big cats a lot. They'll have those really big tails that help them balance. Yeah.
How much do the emperor tamarin and the cotton top tamarin weigh?
So these guys range from 500 grams to around 700 grams. They're pretty small. I actually just weighed them 2 days ago. So these guys are all trained to get on a scale for me, so that way they will voluntarily come over and hop on a scale. That way I can get a weight on them pretty often. That way if we need to do a diet increase or a diet decrease, we can do it pretty easily. Yeah.
What is their lifespan?
So in captivity, they can live into their 20s, and then in the wild, they're usually around 12. And so Cadeau and Franklin here are about 5.5 years old, so they're pretty young. And then Paquito is 2 years old. His dad, Quinn, or Quindio, is 7, and his mom, Tina, is 12. Yeah.
Can you own these as a pet?
I don't believe so, and I wouldn't recommend it. They are wild animals, and they are unfortunately having population issues because of the pet trade. And they take special diets. But yeah, go ahead. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard of them being in circuses. The emperor tamarins, they are least concern in the wild, so there is a larger population, but they're actually very rare in zoos, whereas the cotton top tamarins actually are critically endangered, but they are found in zoos pretty readily, and they also, I believe, use them for research as well. Yeah. So in the wild, these guys would eat fruit, sap, bugs, sometimes if they find like bird eggs. And their diet's pretty much the same here. So they get a mixture of veggies, fruits, They get a manufactured diet called Zupreme Marmoset that's specifically made for marmosets and tamarins. And then they also get some hard-boiled egg, and then we'll give them crickets, mealworms, waxworms, and any kind of snacks like that. Yeah.
Why is the majority of the time cotton-top tamarins are like higher up?
So these guys actually feel safer higher up, which is why, like, when I perched in here for them, I put all of the branches up high. Yeah. So these guys are arboreal, which means they live in the trees. So they feel a lot more comfortable if they're above you. So when we perch for them, we try to make sure that we perch really high. Yeah. Oh, that was some of the crickets that I gave to them. I just have to take it back downstairs. Sweet. They can't jump out. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, thanks for coming.